Welcome everybody to Bugbears and Brews. My name's Brian and this is Encounter Recap number 26 of our Storm King Thunder campaign. So start off with you guys still in the Dark Mantle Hive, and you guys the main goal was to escape the Dark Mantle Hive before it became overran with all the Dark Mantles coming back because they're pissed because their queen is dead. And so you guys healed up as much as you could, or as much as you guys thought you could, with your limited resources, and you started off just heading out. There was no more pass without a trace. Thessalon was all out of those. So you guys had to resort to, the option of just hauling balls and getting out of there or trying to be stealthy. The first group of Dark Mantles that you came across, you were able to stealth by them pretty easily. But as you guys were heading away from them, you made it through most of them, but as you're getting towards the end, one of them saw you guys and they started to give chase. Luckily, they were the much slower builders, so you guys were able to get away pretty easily. There were some people that wound up getting stuck due to the mucus, and so people were helping each other, wrenching each other out of that mucus and getting going. But as you guys were running away, a couple of drones came in, started chasing you guys, and so drones wound up, one of them wound up smacking the wall, and then the other two got taken down pretty quickly. And you guys just kept on running, you were fighting and running at the same time. Pavic still had his daylight out, even though Jose couldn't make it due to personal conflict. We had Pavic still going with his daylight, so he kept that running the whole time. And so you guys were running down the tunnels, and you made it back up towards the area with the rope that you guys climbed down initially. So now you were trying to climb back up. And the first thing that happened was you guys tried to climb up. I forget who it was, but due to both the poor knot roll that Jose did earlier in the session, or the session before that, and the horrible athletics roll that the player did, I forget who it was, got partway up the rope, and where you had the two tied together at that 20-foot mark, they let go, slipped, and fell. Which in that case, Leo Vorel, who has been MIA due to personal issues, personal stuff going on there, he's now back. So Eric is now back with us, which is good. Happy for that. He has spider climbed up the wall and started tying the knot there. Made it a little bit better, a little bit easier for everybody to use the rope. And so he continued up, and people started heading up towards the top of it. I don't remember if anybody used Dimension Door to get up top or not. I know there was a discussion about it, but I don't think it actually happened. I think everybody just wanted to climb the rope or using spider climb. But as Ivar, he was the last one to go up. As he was climbing up, some more drones came towards you guys, and luckily he was able to take care of, not he himself, but the group was able to take care of all the drones coming up. Ivar did take some damage and wound up getting hurt there, and I think he survived with 1 hit point. And so he wasn't looking so hot there. But heading back up to the top, you guys just continued running, and just anytime something came at you guys, you hit it and ran. So one person, whoever was in lead, hit it and then took the attack of opportunity, and then everybody else, just as they're running by, just hitting weapons, shooting spells off, and worked out pretty well, honestly, until you guys got to the exit. And the exit had two warriors and then a quartet, I think, of drones. And so you guys stopped and managed to find a spot to hide for a quick second to kind of assess the situation and see the best plan of attack. And the best plan of attack for you guys was going out there with a stick of or trio stick of dynamite. And so you guys lit it, and Thessalon at first was going to do the suicide bomber tactic that he normally does, but then hit points being at a premium, we kind of talked him out of doing that and just throwing it instead. And so he threw it and killed, I think, all 4 of the drones. The warriors, though, they saved, but luckily you guys still had some firepower with Leo Vorel. Now, Leo Vorel, since Eric has not been able to play for some time, I didn't do the whole, you've been traveling along with the group for some time, just kind of been this anonymous person in the background. I kind of spliced him into the story a bit here and there, letting him know he's running Nightstone as part of the management there. And so when they came to get him into it Fizzletink had a potion that he sent along with it. It said break in case of emergency. They broke it, and it looked in. It was the potion settled out and looked into the ground, or one of the, you looked at it. It looked at Leo Vorl kicking back and Nightstone with his feet up, nice little smoking jacket on, and then Bigsby's giant hand grabbed Leo Vorl and threw him out. And then as soon as the hand threw him, he came out of the pool there, and the pool just turned to a normal pool. So that's how Leo Vorl got to the group. But because of that, he had his full arsenal. And so he unloaded, I think there's a cone of cold, a lightning bolt, maybe 2 lightning bolts. So the Warriors went down relatively quickly. And part of the reason why I did that versus him coming in at a lesser amount like I did with Ivar, part of it is because he was missing for so long. So it wouldn't make sense for him to be kind of traveling with everybody when that's the way I made it. I played it out that he was off doing his own thing there. The second thing is I knew I was kind of stretching my players, and I don't like killing them. So I didn't want any doubts. So I said, you know what, just go with it. That said, though, when they stepped out to outside and they thought they were good to go, they look and there's all sorts of Dark Vandals dead on the ground. And then they're like, hey, what the hell did this? And they look off in the distance, shortly past all the dead Dark Mantles, and there is a sizable contingent of the Shadowhard Kai people. And they essentially let you know that they're betraying you. And they asked for the royal jelly, and you guys said, hey, there's no royal jelly. And it actually started, the way it worked out was kind of funny, because Tim, who plays Thessalon, was like, hey, I don't have the royal jelly. And then everybody started going, oh yeah, I don't have the royal jelly, and I don't have the royal jelly. And we all thought it was, people were trying, or he was starting the kind of like, oh, I don't have it, even though I do have it. And everybody else was kind of running with that. But after everybody did their great, bluff checks, and we passed them, we found out that Tim was just announcing to the group that he doesn't have the royal jelly on his pocket or on his person. Somebody else had it, but everybody took it as like the, hey, I don't have it, he must have it. And then, oh, I didn't grab it, you must have had it. Oh, we must have left it back in the pit there. So it was kind of funny the way it played out there, and worked out better than if Tim would have done what he normally, or what, if we would have realized what Tim was trying to say. I think this worked out a little bit better, a little bit more humorous. But in the end, they decided, they believed that you guys didn't have the royal jelly, and you guys were like, all right, they said, you can come with us and we'll kill you. You can go back in and get the royal jelly, and we'll let you live. You guys, talking a brief second, decided they're going to kill you either way. So you're going to go ahead and say that you're going back inside, but then use your portal to, or use your teleportation plane shift scroll that you had there. So as you guys were getting ready to head in, I do believe they mentioned that, regardless if you get the jelly or not, Broomy's not going to be in good shape when you guys get back, kind of letting you know that, hey, they're double-crossing you. Heading in, you guys cast the portal, wind up in Nightstone. Nightstone, you don't even get a really chance to rest, because Pavik was like, dude, we got to leave. Moog is still here. She's knocked up. Still, she's probably due with that baby any day. We got to head out quick. So the overall got a little bit of his traveling gear, and then Vander, who is also one of the original characters that Don switched from Vander to Inigo. Vander said, you know what, you guys can use my carriage, get to Waterdeep and try to get a hold of Fizzletink. And so that's what you guys did. You guys immediately just headed off into the coach in the main. So not only did you had the pressing of Pavik not wanting to be around Moog, and then you also had everybody not wanting to let everybody know that, hey, we lost Broomy, or I shouldn't say lost, but Broomy's in trouble and she's not with us. So heading off to Fizzletink, you guys were able to get a hold of him. He, I will say, he cured Pavik of the snake thing. He grabbed a giant syringe and stuck it in Pavik and sucked it out, and let him know that while it worked and it gave Pavik the nightmares he was hoping for, it was also giving Fizzletink Pavik, or nightmares of Pavik. So he chalked it up, marked some notes, killed the little snake thing, but he knows how he can maybe improve it for next time. From there, we kind of stopped, because this was a little early on the time, but there was some things I wanted to do. Mainly, I wanted to get people kind of all up to snuff on magic weapons. We have some people that have a large amount of them. There's some people that only have one. And so I wanted to try to get everybody a little bit up to date with magic items, get an inventory where everybody's at, because you guys are going back into the Shadowfell, going into an area to fight this group. Now, I will say before we ended, Tim was able to find out through speaking with his deity that there is indeed a splinter sect going on with the Shadowhard Kai people. So he thinks the people that are back in the town are good or with you guys, and the people that were out there trying to kill you are indeed the assholes. I mean, that's obviously a given that those are the assholes, but he believes the people back in the town are good. So you guys got that going on. Eleni is the trickster god actually believes that Eleni is a good agent of his, and so now Thessalon doesn't want to so much kill Eleni as your guys' original plan was. He wants to bottle her up in like a genie bottle and toss her in the ocean for like 1,000 years. That way the trickster god can get her whenever he deems necessary. So that's where we left off. Like I said, I'm going to try to get you guys. I'm not saying everybody's getting a magic item. I'm going to take a look at everybody's magic item inventory that they sent me. And then I'm going to kind of give some items out based on the rewards or the items that we sent back Fizzle Team. So that's where we left off. I really felt bad that I cut it short, but I wanted to go into the next session properly. I like the way the chase scene worked out. It was kind of interesting to see you guys just say screw stealth and just book it. I think that made for a little bit more fun. And the double crossing of the splinter sect, or whatever you want to call it, of the Shadowhard Kai people, it'll be fun to see how that plays out. That was something I just came up with on the spot. Add a little bit more interest to the world, kind of show Eleni's influence to things there. I think I let it out of the bag through the trickster god that was Eleni's influence that caused that sect. If not, there it is. So I will talk with you guys on Wednesday. Bye.